Spurs have made a splash big name signing. No, it's not Eze. No, it's not Mbuemo. No, it's not Kudus. It's Kota Takai. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Nathan Robinson from Canadian Dose of Spurs back with another video. And in today's video, we will be discussing the all brand new fancy shiny signing of Kota Takai from the Japanese J.League. Man, I did not expect to be making this video on a Monday. But before I get into it, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. And you guys have been absolutely killing it on the channel, man. So I cannot thank you guys enough. So drop a like, drop subscribe, and let's get to 300, man. We're almost there. Let's get to 300. And let's get right into the video. Let's go. He's tall, he's composed, he's already a senior international, and now he's Tottenham's newest center back signing. Kota Takai is heading to North London, but is he here to learn, or is he Romero's replacement? And what does this mean for Spurs and other young defenders? Kota Takai was born in Kawasaki, Japan, a city that's produced some top-tier talent, and he might just be the next big name on that list. Coming through the ranks at Kawasaki Frontale, Takai was fast-tracked to the senior team thanks to his height, composure, and elite-level reading of the game. Standing at 6'4", playing as a right-sided right-footed center back, he has all the tools to make it in Europe. Takai isn't flashy, he's methodical, intelligent, and highly coachable. That's what earned him interest from clubs beyond Asia and now Spurs. Now, despite his age, Takai has already been trusted at the highest level. He has 4 senior caps for Japan, including 2 starts and 2 clean sheets. Japan's coaching staff sees him as part of their long-term plan, and those clean sheets weren't flukes. Takai is looked at as calm, composed, and in control against experienced opposition. Takai's Scott skyrocketed after his breakout 2024-2025 campaign. He started every league game for Kawasaki Frontale, anchoring one of Japan's best defenses. He played 34 league matches with 16 clean sheets, 2.7 interceptions per game, and 5 Man of the Match awards. That consistency paired with his tactical IQ drew attention from teams across Europe. Tottenham made the move, and now the Premier League awaits. So, because of Takai's height, it naturally makes him aerially dominant. But what really separates him from other tall defenders is his balance and footwork. He doesn't rely on physicality alone. He's methodical, he reads plays early, positions himself well, and rarely gets caught flat-footed. Instead of lunging into tackles, he prefers to contain, delay, and intercept. One of Takai's standout traits is his defensive intelligence. He anticipates danger and adjusts his body shape quickly depending on the situation. Whether it's covering for a fullback who's out of position, or dealing with quick 1-2s in the final third, he stays calm. You'll almost never see him overcommitting. That discipline is rare for someone of his age. He's also excellent in 1v1 duels. He's not flashy, but he uses his reach and timing to poke the ball away without fouling. His clean sheet record with Japan, 2 starts, 2 clean sheets, speaks to his positional maturity. Now, of course, in modern football, being able to defend isn't enough. You have to contribute in possession. Takai is very comfortable on the ball. He's not a deep-lying playmaker like John Stones, but he has a solid passing range, especially short to mid distances. He often plays a safe ball into midfield, but he's capable of long diagonals too. His pack actually sits at around 87%, and he really puts teammates under pressure. Under a manager like Thomas Frank, who values structure and build-up, he'll fit very nicely. Tactically, Takai works his best in a structured back four with clear defensive responsibilities. He's not a high-risk, high-reward defender, he's more of a stabilizer. But that also means we haven't seen him tested in a high defensive line or in a frantic transition-heavy games, like he'll face in the Premier League. That's where his adjustment will be most crucial. Still, the tools are there: elite height, smart feet, a calm head, and the kind of mentality that thrives under coaching. With time, he could become not just a solid backup, but a serious starter for Spurs. Now, let's make one thing abundantly clear. Takai isn't coming to displace Romero or Van de Ven. Those two are immediate starters and they're not getting displaced. He'll begin as a backup. But there's an elephant in the room. Of course, as we all know, Romero has been linked with a potential move away this summer. And if that happens, I hope not, but Takai could potentially be seen as the one to step in. It's a bold idea, but maybe a little bit too bold to say. Replacing Romero is a massive task, and asking a 20-year-old to step straight out of the J.League to fill those shoes is a massive responsibility and probably a very unrealistic ask. Listen, he's very talented, but let's not sugarcoat it. Premier League football is a whole different level. The pace, the physicality, the media scrutiny, it's a lot. Spurs may see Takai as a long-term project, not a plug-and-play solution. But as you can tell from this video so far, I haven't really listed any negatives. And it's kind of crazy because usually with some of these players, you're like, oh, maybe he's not fast enough. Maybe he doesn't put the right pass in all the time. But quite literally, if you look at just the base facts and attributes and statistics, he looks pretty solid. Some of his major upside is his physical tools, his intelligence, and he's already a senior international. Now the risk, of course, is the league jump, the adaptation curve, and the pressure if Romero leaves unexpectedly for him to step into that defense. So, of course, as we all know, Thomas Frank is the new Spurs boss. Thomas Frank is tactically meticulous, he values defenders who are common possession, positionally disciplined, and able to transition quickly from defense to attack. Takai fits that mold to a T. He's not a risk taker, he doesn't dive in, he thinks. He is the kind of player who can grow in a standard, structured, clear defensive system. If Romero has a high aggression level, Takai is probably medium along with Van de Ven. Obviously, Takai is right-footed, same with Romero, he's not left-footed. So it almost makes you question as to the scouting department as to why we decided to identify him as our signing rather than go for someone who's naturally left-footed. Now, while it's tough to pinpoint exactly how many times he played on the left, from the data available, it does show that he is able to play on the left, but it's not his natural position. So once again, it makes you wonder as to why Johan Lange and the scouting department identified him as the right signing, rather than just prioritizing a left-sided center back naturally. Overall though, if Romero does look to leave, in a way he kind of complements what Spurs already have and could grow into a first-team role over time. However, Takai's arrival raises another question. What the hell happens to Spurs' other young defenders? Ashley Phillips is 19, he joined from Blackburn with a big reputation but hasn't broken into the senior squad yet. And there's of course superstar Luka Vusković, the 6'4" Croatian prodigy Spurs signed from Hajduk Split. Both are highly rated, both play centrally, and both were seen as long-term options at the back. Now with Takai in the mix, someone may fall down the pecking order. It's a crowded field, but healthy competition breeds development. Spurs are clearly building a defensive core for the next 5 to 7 years, but it begs the question, what is Ashley Phillips thinking? What is Luka Vusković thinking? How do they feel about bringing in a 20-year-old kid from the Japanese league to overtake them in the pecking order? It makes for some really tough discussions. So, what does this mean overall? For now, Takai is depth. He's not Romero's successor yet, but he's in the right environment to grow into one. Spurs are playing the long game here, and if Takai can adapt to the Premier League's pace and physicality and English culture as a whole, he could become a cornerstone in the future of defense. It's a smart move with upside, but fans should be patient. And I know Spurs fans, it's tough. More patience, I know. Trust me, I know. But with excellent development and the proper coaching, he could become an absolute massive bargain of a deal in a couple years' time. But the reality is, Kota Takai is very raw and he's going to need a bunch of time. But I guarantee he's hungry and he's probably very happy to move to North London. So the reality is that we should support him as a club and give him all the time that he needs to develop. And it's rough and it sucks, and we would have wanted someone a little bit more experienced and a little bit more better quality. But this is the situation that we find ourselves in, and it's up to us Spurs fans to back him and hope that he is ready to go. If not, then we know exactly who to come for. Daniel Levy, baby. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think down below, man. Like, are you guys happy with the signing? Can Kota Takai grow into Romero's replacement, or is it too soon? Let me know what you guys think. For me, I think it's a good signing. I think he's going to be a bargain if he gets the right coaching and he develops properly. But the only thing is that this is not really what we needed at the moment. And it makes me also question as to why we even signed a right-sided center back rather than a left one. And what happens to Vusković and Phillips? Lots of question marks. It makes no sense. But this club never makes sense anyways. So it's nothing new. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.